Tim Swart back here at Tiger Stadium, and folks, I have found the place to be. Forget those expensive seats underneath the awning in the shade. Out here in the sun is where it's at. And Ernie and Al, you got to come out here. It's like 15, 20 degrees warmer. What do you think out here, guys? Indeed.
Yeah, they are the true fans. There's no question about that. They are true fans out there.
Here's Bubba Trammell hitting one deep to Randa at the third. Throw to Tony. Got him. One pitch and one away.
Well, usually a third baseman will charge those balls. Joe decides to go back and play it on the big hop. Randa, if he has one fault as a third baseman, is throwing a long distance. This time he makes a strong, accurate throw to first base. But usually a third baseman will try to come in and short hop that ball instead of playing it on a big hop.
Here's Dave Martinez, the right fielder, who started the second inning hitting the first pitch and flying to center. He takes this one running up as if he might bunt, but he didn't offer on it. Ball one on Dave. Dave, a native of New York City, got his start with the Cubs, and with the Mets, Cincinnati, San Francisco, and the White Sox.
Signed a pretty big contract with the Devil Rays
as a free agent. And he fouls this one away back into the upper deck.
Well, you see, Martinez likes the fastball inside, and they like to keep him the ball away and throw him a lot of off-speed pitches. But usually, particularly early in the count, when he's ahead of the count, he likes the ball inside. When you had 2 strikes, you can pretty much do anything you want, but they would like to throw him a lot of breaking balls down and in.
And he spins away from an inside fastball. Moeller on the mound pitching to Martinez. Dave in action with the 6th team for which he's played in the big leagues. 2-1 pitch. Got the corner. 2-2 the count on him. Well, the Rays have had a man at third in each of the first 3 innings. Here in the 4th, they've got 1 out and nobody on. The Tigers lead 1-0. Tigers scoring in the 3rd. Leadoff triple by Hunter, came home on a bounce out to short by Roberts. That's the difference in the game as it stands at the moment. 2-2 pitch. Wide. 3-2. We've seen that count a lot here, Al, early in the game.
And eventually it's going to catch up with both pitchers because they have to come in there with the next pitch, and then Tiger Stadium, the way the ball, surprisingly, is carrying very well here at Tiger Stadium.
Fly ball center. Hunter fighting the sunshine and the breeze, makes a catch. So for the 2nd time, Martinez flies to Hunter. 2 away for John Flaherty. Hal, you played center field. You played right most of the time. Is one any tougher than the other?
Well, I know, quite honestly, I think it's easier to play center field because you get a direct beat on the ball. The ball doesn't curve quite as much on you in center field. You don't have to worry about the fences in most stadiums, whereas in right field, you have to worry about a lot of the fences. And of course, when I played, there was no padding on the fences, so you ran into a lot of walls. Where in center field, very seldom you run into any walls. But I think you get a better jump on the ball in center field.
Here's Flaherty. Ball 1 the count on him, and there's that little tap towards short. Fielded by Billy Ripken. Throw to first. 1, 2, 3. Go the Rays in the 4th inning, and at the end of 3 1/2, the Tigers on top. 1-0. All right, here we go. The Tigers coming to bat in the 4th. They've got a 1-0 lead over the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Beautiful sight here. Jam-packed crowd. Beautiful blue sky up there. A lot of sunshine. And the Tigers on top at the moment, 1-0.
And we'd like to say hello to Pat Davis from Dearborn Heights. Not unable to be at the game today, and we send Pat our very best and hope we can get a win for you.
Here's Gonzalez, who ended the 1st inning with a fly to left.
Well, you talk about a good guy. Here's one of the great people I've ever been around in baseball. He is an outstanding individual, very charitable person, does a lot of charity work, involved in a lot of different charity, but he is really a great guy in the clubhouse. Oh,
and he's hit by the pitch and will go to first base. Gonzalez hit by the pitch. Well, Al, the Tigers lost a great friend in the death of Eddie Robinson.
Oh, my, yes.
I was so grieved to hear that when I got back from Baltimore. Didn't realize it had happened, and we all want to send our best to the family and tell everybody how much we miss Eddie.
Eddie Robinson, one of the great Tiger fans and a great person. He was a friend to so many people in baseball. I know when I first joined the ball club, many times he would take me and some of the younger players out to dinner, and we've been very close friends with Eddie for many years. And I did not know that, Ernie. I'm sorry to hear that. Being from down in Florida, I never did hear about Eddie, but I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Eddie had a heart attack and died in Arizona last week, and he befriended so many people. One of the most generous persons I've ever met. Here's Damian Easley at the bat, and he cuts and misses. Let's see, that's going to be
called a foul ball.
Just a foul ball. I think he'll have to come back. Gonzalez was running.
This guy has to be very tough on Damian, who stands pretty close to the plate. He likes the ball out over the plate, and you can see how close he is, and that actually that's a good pitch for him to hit. You can see how his body leans over the plate before he starts to swing, and somebody who can sink the ball in on his hands gives him a lot of trouble. Usually he likes the ball a little bit out over the plate.
Gonzalez back at first base now. Strike one the count. 1-0 Tigers on top. They scored in the third on a triple by Hunter and a bounce out by Roberts. Each team's had some threats go a glimmering. There he goes. The pitch is hit down foul toward third base.
Now you see Buddy Bell. He knows that Damian would have a little bit of trouble with this guy, and he has been putting the runner in motion, trying to advance him to second base. Good technique there, how to try to steal a base on a hit and run. A lot of runners will run with their head down, and that is a no-no. You take your full stride, you get into full speed, and then you try to pick up the ball as it crosses home plate.
Struck him out. Easley goes down swinging. Gonzalez still at first with one away, and that will bring up Joe Randa. Joe singled in the second. We'd like to send birthday greetings to a longtime Tiger fan from Frankenmuth, Norman Hoffman. Hope he has many more. Well, here's Randa trying to move it along. Gonzalez draws the throw. One 1-0 Tigers. We're in the fourth. A man on and the man out for Detroit.
Joe Randa, very quiet guy, good looking guy, quiet in the clubhouse, doesn't say a lot. Been a 300 hitter the last 2 years. Hits a lot of balls to right field, right center field.
Takes this one in too close. Ball one on Joe.
Wouldn't be surprised to see some more motion here by the base runner.
In that first game down in St. Petersburg, Joe knocked in the first 2 runs in the second inning with a double off Alvarez. And the Tigers went on to win the ball game. Their only one of the year. They lead right now 1-0, man on and the man out. There goes Gonzalez. There's a throw by Flaherty. He is safe. It's a steal.
Well, you don't see Gonzo stealing very much, and he probably would have been out had it been a better throw from John Flaherty. He throws the ball on the shortstop side of second base. And you see he thought he tagged him out, but the base umpire said no.
Ground ball hit the third. That's Boggs. Firing over to McGriff. Holding at second is Gonzalez. 2 down, a man at second. That'll bring up Casanova. Well, Casanova and Joe Oliver pretty much alternated catching. This is the 7th game, and Casanova catching his 4th. Oliver's had 3.
And you like to get as many left-handed batters as you can into the lineup against this pitcher. He is very tough on the right-handers.
High pop-up. It'll be a foul over near the seats, and it will drift out of play, but not by much. See there, that hit him on the hand. 2 down, a man at second. 1-0 Tigers. Each team with 4 hits. No errors in the game. Some threats in the early part of the game by Tampa Bay, but Mola has held them off so far. Casanova, strike 1 pitch coming. Very wide. 1-1. Very wide again, low and away, 2-1.
Well, Tampa Bay is in the same situation. A left-handed batter up and a right-handed hitter coming up next, and they're not going to give, if they can help it, a sweet pitch for Casanova to hit. They're going to try to nibble on the corners if they can.
There's a drive to right. It'll be a base hit. Coming around third, Gonzalez, a throw coming to the plate. He slides, he's safe. On to second goes the batter, Casanova. 2-0 Detroit.
All right, good piece of hitting by Kazzy. Kind of surprised they came in there with that pitch, but Kazzy did what you're supposed to. You get a good pitch and you hit it hard someplace. Right field is a little in between on that ball right here. The ball is hit hard. He has to slow up, and he has a hard time getting something on the throw to home plate. Good slide. Touches home plate with his hand as he crosses it.
And Rick Williams, the pitching coach, out for a little conference with Rojo. So Mr. Casanova comes through on the test of a hitter.
And a good piece of base running by Kazzy as well. He goes on to second base, hoping that they would cut the ball up, because he knew it was going to be a close play at home plate, and hoping they would cut the ball off, and if they got him at second base, at least a run would have scored.
Billy Ripken at the bat. And he takes one for the team.
Well, that's the way you want to be hit, by a slow breaking ball.
Second hit batter in this inning. The first man who was hit, Gonzalez, scored a run.
Here's a slow breaking ball, and you see Billy, the old veteran, he said, I'll take one on the backside. I don't want to face this guy anyhow.